Have you ever had someone tell you they're a good person? I'm a good person. Or maybe you have told someone that you're a good person. Welcome. I'm Tracy Hensel. I'm a certified professional coach and ICF credential holder. I help people just like you navigate relationships, achieve goals, get organized, or troubleshoot any area of your life that is not satisfying, fulfilling, and optimal. You can learn more about me on my personal brand website, as well as my coaching and consulting website. Here's the big juicy question. Have you ever noticed that good people never tell someone they're a good person? You've probably never heard a good person say, I'm a good person. I'm a good person. I do a lot for people. I do a lot for people. I do things for everyone. I would give the shirt off my back. Or whatever song and dance they proclaim, right? Good people don't have to tell others they're good people because it's obvious. Of course you're a good person. We would never see you any other way because you're a good person. But then there are those that have to tell others that they're a good person. Well, we would like to see the good in everyone, and everyone does have the potential to be good, and we can still love someone, but not necessarily see them as a good person. Often the person that will tell you that they're a good person, they'll also tell you everything they do for you and actually how lucky you are. Well, actually, the lucky one is that person because you've stuck it out and kept them in your life. Does this ring a bell for anyone watching? Let me know in the comment section below if you know someone or if you've had a past relationship where someone has told you they're a good person and backed it with all the reasons behind their good. Well, here's the deal. Good people don't have to tell you they're good. Good people don't have to tell anyone they're good because it's obvious and they know it. Those that need to tell others that they are good people, I'm a good person, is because they know darn well they're not treating you very well and they want you to believe that they're a good person so that you'll buy in, and many do. Many do buy in. But your intuition tells you otherwise. Good people don't have to tell you they're good. Those good people don't have to tell you everything they're doing to make your life better and easier because they're showing it. It just shows up. They don't have to tell you anything because you see it. The one that's telling you they're a good person and proclaiming all the wonderful things that they do for you and how they make your life easier and how you should appreciate them for this and that and how lucky you are. It's because they know darn well they're not showing up as a good person. I hear it all the time in coaching, and not only do I hear it maybe about a partner, I will have a client tell me all these issues in their relationship with their spouse or significant other, and then after a while they'll say, but he's a good person. But he's a good person. Okay, yeah. Sure, okay. But then when I ask my client to define what a good person is, they always come back a little tongue-tied, a little, they go to work and then they do this and they do that and they justify all these things for the person who proclaims to be good, who is not good at all, right? Well, yes, everyone is good to some degree. Right? There's good traits and characteristics to everyone, and we should see the good in everyone, but everyone also comes with a free will, right? And that free will may not show up to be very good. Have you ever had a friend or a family member where you clearly know that their partner or spouse is not a good person? Well, I guess let's define good. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. And your friend or loved one will tell you, even though they've complained a gazillion times about this person, they'll say, but he's a good man. He's a good man, because she's trying to make herself believe that this person is a good person when really this person treats them terribly. I've witnessed this in my life. Not too long ago, I witnessed a man absolutely humiliate his wife. And it wasn't the first time I witnessed this. And a little while later, I heard what I always hear, but you know, he's a good man. You don't have to explain to me or anyone else you're a good man. But you have to ask yourself if this person is really treating you the way that you deserve to be treated. I don't have that answer. If you can relate to this, I'd love to work with you in coaching, but a lot of people don't see their own worth and value, and they will accept it. And they will be manipulated by the, I'm a good person, I do this for you, I do that for you, you have it so good. You know, you're lucky. You're lucky to have me. No one, no one that we are lucky to have would ever tell us we're lucky to have them. And I know this is hitting home for some of you, and maybe you're the one. Maybe you're the one telling your loved ones what a good person you are in everything you do for them, but it will always show. It will always show. Good people don't need to tell others they are good people. And this also includes your kids. Now again, we know our kids are good. Everyone has good in them. And we always want to see the good. But be very careful to be blinded by what's really happening. Because if you are staying in an unhealthy relationship because you are being manipulated into believing this other person is so good and does so much for you, and you are so lucky to have them when they're actually lucky that you stuck around and put up with them. But they don't want you to believe that. They know deep in their core they're not really showing up as a good person. Or maybe we see their potential, but yet they fail us over and over and over again because they treat us poorly. Yet proclaim they're such a good person. And it doesn't mean that they're not doing things for you, but you have to ask yourself, just because you're checking off a few boxes, does that justify that you get to speak to me the way that you do, that you get to treat me the way that you do, that you get to use foul language towards me? Mm-mm. Once you see your worth and value, you won't tolerate that. But maybe you've been tolerating this forever. And these people can't flip a switch overnight, because often they won't see that they have the problem because you're the lucky one, right? Be careful with your children as well. There's a lot of times when I will work with a client that maybe has a teen that is doing a lot of things wrong, a lot of things that are not acceptable in the home. And what happens is mom is frustrated and she comes to coaching armed and loaded with all these things that the teen is doing, but then follows up with, but he's a good kid. Well, no one's ever saying he's not a good kid, but what he's doing is not good. And why are you tolerating it? And where's the consequences? Good people do bad things. Good people have a free will. I know this hits home. I know this hits home, and I know it's a toughie for some of you. If you're that person, check yourself. Because you should never have to tell someone you're good. You should never have to tell someone how lucky they are to have you and all the wonderful things you do for them, because it's obvious. It's obvious. The reason you're telling is because you know darn well you're not owning up to your end of the bargain. You're not pulling your weight. You're not doing your due diligence. You're the lucky one. You're the lucky one that they're sticking around for you. And you may need to chew on this today. And if you're on the receiving end, there's a lot for you to chew on as well. Yeah. If you have to tell anyone else what a good man or a good woman they are, there's a reason. And they know the reason. Because they don't see it at all. And neither do you. Neither do you. Check out the video library in the description box below this video. Make sure you're signed up for my weekly newsletter. 2 of them come out. One every Friday, one every Sunday. Be sure to be watching me on Instagram stories where I share content and messages like today's all the time, almost daily. Almost daily. As always, outfit and beauty details will be in the description box below this video. Thanks for being here.